Start off by saying that we didn't deflate the balls today. There was a difference out there, but I think it was attitude. Very pleased with the outcome. We've been talking about it, and I've talked about this, throughout our season, that we knew that we weren't going to be the team at the beginning of the season that we would be going towards the end of the season. And we've done a really good job of inventing ourselves, and then we had to reinvent ourselves. And kids are starting to get comfortable with their roles, and I'm excited about that, because when they get comfortable and they understand what they need to do, what they're capable of doing, and they start doing it and doing it well, we're a very good basketball team. I think it showed tonight. And we came out with lots of energy on both ends of the floor. I thought our defense led to our offense. We opened things up, getting some nice looks at the beginning. Precious got us going early. Then when Lady's able to work her magic on the inside, it's a hard combination to try to guard. And then you have Jasmine Gwathmey, who's chipping in, and then Ashley Perez comes off the bench. Muff Mickens did a fantastic job throughout the basketball game. Then we got production from elsewhere. I thought Dee Dee Griffin did a really good job tonight. She couldn't find the basket, but she had 16 rebounds. 7 offensive, which I don't know if it's a coincidence. She had 7 misses, and she also had 7 offensive rebounds. I don't know if she was padding her stats or whatnot, but it was a really good effort by the whole team. Haley Barron came in and hit a couple threes, and when we're playing like that, we're a very good basketball team. I'm not sure, if we it'd be very hard to beat us. If we're playing like that, but overall it was good. I thought the crowd was fantastic. To get almost 2,700 on a Thursday night. I think that's a big testament to, our program and everyone that's involved in it. So good night for the Dukes. I'm very proud to be associated with them.
What does it say about your team moving forward when you have players that are even more motivated coming at halftime to pad on to already a high lead?
Well, I think it's reminiscent of last year's team, we had that down pat last year. It was like, okay, we're not going to play the scoreboard. We're going to play the possession. I thought we did that tonight. Our goal was coming out of halftime was to win the first 5 minutes, and then we said if we were able to do that, let's win the next 5 minutes. Then let's win the next 5 minutes, and it's just a matter of not trying to do anything, not trying to pour it on anybody, but as we head into February, our goals are to be playing as well as we can possibly be playing, and I don't know how you can do that if you're not putting your foot down, to the metal. And I think these kids did a really good job. We're talented. We're deep. We have kids who can come in who we don't really miss a beat when they come in the game. So I thought we got off to a great start both halves, and I was able to put the game away, and then we still continued to play well. So I was very proud of that.
With some of those roles you're saying you want to get kind of figured out, can you kind of go into any of those and what you saw tonight out of those?
Well, I mean, you look at our situation, and we have high-level guards. Our guards can go and play with anybody in the country, and now we have a high-level center, and they're all just really trying to figure it out, and they have been for a while. We're very fortunate that we're 16-2 while we're trying to figure it out, and so now we're starting to understand it. And we've had long talks. We talked about roles this week. We talked about attitude. I thought we played, and we don't have bad attitude, but I thought we were just showing negative emotion, especially against Drexel. We won that game by 15 points, but we walked into the locker room and it was like we lost by 15. And we have high expectations for ourselves, but what we have to understand that we need to enjoy. You need to enjoy playing in front of 5,000 people, enjoy playing in front of 3,000 people, and not put the weight of the world on your shoulders that you have to try to be perfect. So now, we came out. We had shooting sessions with kids. I had one with Gwathmey today. We had one with Ashley Perez today, and it's just getting them to be comfortable when they get their attempts. And it's not like the world is going to be ending if you don't make that three. Just be confident and shoot it. So in addition to Precious' scoring from the outside, we want Gwathmey to get more involved, take more shots. She did tonight. We wanted Ashley Perez she's like my little Tasmanian devil. She goes so fast sometimes, and, she knocks over anything that gets in her way. We were telling her, slow down a little bit, and she did that tonight. Haley Barron comes in, and if she can hit a couple threes, she stretches the defense even more. She did that tonight. Then you had Lady. Lady might be the most dominant player in the league right now. And she's playing extremely well, which is evident by the fact that she's been the CA Player of the Week the last 2 weeks. And we have a couple plays that we kind of invented some things for her. It's like our version of the alley-oop. You know, the kids will come in and they're starting to perfect it, and they have her and they just throw it up. They throw it up there, and you know it's the equivalent of a male might dunk it. She goes up and grabs it and she gets a layup. You know, and it's really been effective for us the last few games. So they're starting to understand it. You know, Muff Mickens, she comes out and she's just controlling the game. You know, 11 assists, 1 turnover, 4 steals tonight. She's really controlling the game. So they're starting to understand it, and then they're putting it all together. And if we continue to improve each and every night, we'll be very hard to beat.
The way you guys shot the ball tonight, I mean, how do you evaluate that? Was that a good night for you guys?
I walk away feeling I know that we can do that. I don't think it's an anomaly. I don't think that it's like, oh, wow, you know, we can't do that. I see these kids shoot every day, and, you know, I think it's just really them getting comfortable. You know, they're getting comfortable. It's one of the better shooting teams that I have. And where we have, you know, we can put 4 kids on the court at one time who can knock down, who are capable of having 5 threes in a game. You know, and when you have that, you know, and then you have the most dominant player inside, you know, if they're playing at a high level on the same night, and that's what we were really looking for, get all these kids to play on a high level on the same night, we're going to be a good team. And I think it showed tonight.
The way Presser shot the ball, does that kind of just give the rest of the team kind of a boost when she starts out like she did?
It does, because, you know, a lot of the things we runs through Precious, you know, to get her going early. She's such a talent. You know, I told her the other day, when she shoots the ball and she's on balance and she shoots it the way we want her to shoot it, her shot may be prettier than anyone that I've ever coached. You know, if Kirby's my best shooter, if Kirby's 1A, Precious is 1B. You know, because they both have beautiful shots. And as long as she shoots it the right way. And tonight she was on balance. She got up, she knocked them down, and it really got us going. I mean, I took her out with probably 8 or 9 minutes to go in the game. She probably could have had 35. But she played extremely well, and she's shooting the ball like that. We're tough.
How do you guys balance with this kind of dominant outside shooting, and you're talking about you have the best center? How do you kind of strike that balance?
We play for each other, and it's not really there are certain times where I want the ball to go to a certain place, but I trust them that they're understanding each other, and we put a little saying on the board, one more. And we did it several times tonight where someone had a shot, but they sacrificed and threw it one more pass, and somebody had a better shot. And we did that well last year, and if we can get to that point with this group, sky's the limit. And so we have certain plays that are going straight to Lady inside. Other than that, and we have a couple that go to Precious, but other than that, we pretty much just play off of each other and find the open person.
You guys set such a high bar tonight in terms of performance. What's the key to doing that all over again, especially when you head on the road and it might not be as easy to get that comfortable?
Well, I mean, it's always difficult to play on the road, but you know, we find ways. And heading down to Charleston, Charleston's the only blemish that we've had in a while, and that was in that arena. Last year, 15-1, I think it was, and then 3-0 in the tournament. The only loss was at Charleston. That prevented us from having an undefeated season. So we're gonna take that trip, and I probably won't have to say much. And it's a different cast of characters, but they understand that they're going to be focused. So we're taking them one game at a time, and it's not a cliche while we're talking about it. You know, I don't even know who we play after we play Charleston, and I don't even want to know. And it's just, okay, let's just go and take them one at a time and focus on that and have fun doing that, and then we'll figure it out the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right, guys.